Hi. Ja, ek gaan nou net omdraai vir hulle wys. Hallo Pieter. Okay, I'll just wait until the rest all join. But what I'm going to start with a little bit of the setup of actually why there's so much excitement. And I mean, we've been in the business. We started. I'm just going to briefly share our story because there is a couple of new people. Ace and myself started the business the end of this year, it'll be 24 years ago. And initially, I think, my brother-in-law said, you fat, you can lose some weight, everybody knows the story. And I was at that stage running my own hair salon. I loved my job. But when I felt pregnant with the twins, I really felt I was selling time for money, and I felt blessed, but I knew, I think I cried for a whole day. Because I knew that how am I going to find the time with them? And so we always say, Herbalife finds you at the perfect time. So I was 34, Ace was 37. I'm just sharing his story. He worked for a large corporate company and he loved his job also. So we weren't really, how can I say, dissatisfied with money, but we enjoyed our jobs. And so when we got involved with the business, it really was a meeting that we went to that made us see what the possibility is. And although we at that stage were in the business for almost a year, doing a little bit of retail, I saw it as a little extra thing. I didn't really see it as a serious business for us. But sometimes I think it's a timing thing. We went to this one meeting in January of '96, and I just saw one thing. The one was Herbalife is really a very special company, and you can do with it whatever you want. Whether you want to just have that 2,000 or 3,000 Rand additional, that is great. But if you really want that financial freedom, because money is great, but time is even greater. And having time for your family and having time for travel and doing the things that you love is amazing. So, and then sometimes you have to get to a point that you're willing to make sacrifice for a certain time so that you then can have the time. So I think the toughest was for me was the 18 months, almost 2 years that I was doing the business part-time. I came home one night after a meeting where I was super excited, and I just said to him, quit your job. So he went to his boss and said, I'm quitting in 3 months. And because he was walking around with his badge in the bottle store. Yeah, so people weren't all that impressed. But and so then he went full time because his package, the pension and everything was about 8,000 Rand, and that was something we could replace very quickly. But my income was between 15 and 20, so we really needed still my income. And because it was my business and my salon, I could move it around as, and obviously every person that sat in my chair was getting the whole herbal diarrhea talk, and they had to taste the product and everything. So I was just giving them all the opportunity. And really in the beginning, almost all the people we recruited was from my salon. So I would talk to them for half an hour, and then I had to go deliver the products. And so a lot of the team. Yeah, and I think Daniel regret it. Okay, so we've got a couple of you guys from far. I'm just showing you. Hello, Sigga. So we are.
Hallo almal. Oei, dis lekker. Hallo. Ons is baie jaloers. Baie.
I'm coming up and doing it in Joburg and in Victoria so that we can give this energy. So, so why are we so excited, and why really are we right here tonight? And I'm so excited to have so many of you. So within 4 years of starting the business, we qualified to the president's team, and we're earning a very good income, and obviously we've done the travel and everything, but I would say probably the last couple of years we felt a little bit of a flat line, like we're doing and we're working, but there's not funds coming through, there's no new qualifications like active world team and that, but not new tab team, etc. And so this year and there's many events where sometimes you get a gem and you get something specific. But our colleagues came back from Honours this year. And I mean, we've been together, working together with Sean and Bea and all the guys. And they just came back from this event, like different energy completely. And started changing the meeting set up at our BBS. And suddenly the BBS went from having 150 to 180 to 480 to 500 to 700 to, you know, there's just this amazing, amazing energy. And obviously, luckily, we've been at the meetings and ons het ons oor op die grond. Ek en Magda, ons kyk, wat doen hulle? You know, we want to know what is cooking here with these guys. And we just like, we look at Fit Couple and Pay Me and these people, I mean, 140K. Die slides van Herbalife gaan net tot by 90. They are moving so fast. I mean, people don't understand what 140K means. 140K means President's team is a qualification of 10K. That means you've got 200,000 volume points. Do you guys understand what volume points is? No? 200,000 volume points in your first 3 levels. That is 10K. They've got it times 14. It's insane. And then, I mean, this woman is like on Instagram all the time. And ek dink dan die hele tyd nou, so are all these people contacting her? What's cutting here? What's behind it? Then their downline, Pay Me, I think she's 26 or 27. She's 70K. Wat maak hulle?
On the borderline of the
Nou, wat doen die mense? Dit is crazy. Their first, Fit Couple is 5 years in the business. They're Chairman's Club. They've got the 3, I've got a 1 million pin, I didn't even put it on. They've got a 3 million pin, 3 million volume points pin in 5 years. Julle, wat is hulle average personal volume? 38,000.
Oh,
wow. And obviously they didn't do 38,000 in their first month. So this is like more volumes. So I've been talking, I'm talking to my colleagues and I'm talking to Sean and I'm talking, and so the one thing that we started implementing was what we call MIT, Millionaire Training Focus Groups. And we took what we heard at the meetings, me and Magda, ons is so skelm agter, dan praat ons met een, dan praat ons met ons het hier daar vooraf ook gevra. Maar in elk geval, so we put our ideas with the focus groups together, and I'm so excited. We've done the first month, and I think everybody that was part of it, because what is the biggest problem we have, and especially for the part-time people, is to have a daily activity. Because life gets in the way, you've got work, you get home after work and jy's moeg, en jy dink, moet ek nou 'n Herbalife customer opvolg? Oh, hulle gaan seker sê, shit, hulle is nar of whatever. So you don't make the call because you just are too tired and whatever. So the first of all, that for me got me very excited that everybody responded so well, and that the team, and there's an energy amongst the team. And so that first month really already set it up. And then I'm saying I'm still in the BBS bubble. We went on Saturday morning to this training of this brand new couple that did this story. And actually sometimes, everything I believe happens for a reason. And the strong one is really Sinatemba. So he's always the one that does the trainings. But on Saturday, he couldn't make it, some family issue. And so his wife, Nasipi, did the training. But because it was her very first time on stage, Sean stood next to her. So if I just give you a brief background on them, they both grew up in Eastern Cape. He grew up in a very poor circumstances. His mom is a single mother, and she's got a heart condition. So he really have been looking after her. So what Virgil is saying, hustling, selling meat on the streets, washing taxis, you know, anything to make a couple of rands. And but really an attitude of he will make money every day. He's got to look after his mother and send some money. So they're just always finding a way. So already they're having desire, having a good work habit. She came from a background of not initially bad circumstances. Her mom died when she was in grade 8 or somewhere there. And then her dad was left with 6 girls to look after, and his business crashed because I think he probably just went through emotional stress. And at the end of the day, she had did weekend jobs, holiday jobs to help her dad. So when she finished school, she went to go and work, but wanting to study because she wanted to better herself. So after the year, she went to varsity and then also met at that stage September. But just briefly, you know, I want to keep that short. So they both were people that wanted to succeed, that had good work habits. So they've been in the business for a little bit more. They now are 2 years in the business. So he signed up in 2016 and built, how can I say, a fairly good business, I think, already. They were at the Bull team earlier in the year. I think they qualified with you. June last year. Oh, June last year. Okay, so they had two or three supervisors in their team. And so the key thing here to get is what activated them was Sean coming back from honors with this story of, you know, of this couple, this fit couple, and what they are doing. So all I'm saying is just 1 or 2 right promotions and the right timing can turn your business around completely. So Sean came and put the promotion that the fit couple puts out to their team and put it out. He first of all came with this quad training, what that we call MIT. So he activated his team and working together and really getting everybody's daily activity up. And at the same time, he launched a promotion similar to what Fit Couple is doing. So we're launching now a promotion similar tonight, similar to what Fit Couple is doing for our team also. So I'm so excited because we've already got the team working together. We've already got everybody focused. Even if you're just doing a little bit more, because not everybody's going to go president's team. Not everybody wants that. But if you can just part-time start earning 10, 12,000 rand, would that work for some people? Okay. And if you can earn 50, 60,000 rand, would that work for some people? Okay. And then you've got to think of what is the figure that you think you will never earn. Okay. Okay. But there's a plan. Yeah. There's a plan for you to do that. And so the big thing is, and I think the most exciting thing for me was like the penny drop. We're looking at this couple and they're posing and then this. It's not that. They actively go out and talk to lots of people every day. They go search for like-minded people. Amy talks to 54 people a day. Yo! Kom ek gee vir julle hierdie figures. Dis nie lyn. Dis tiny, dis nou hulle down dan. Wow. You spoke to 30 people. I spoke to 7. For 60. 12 was on Facebook. No, but it comes down to
Baby, tell me where you got.
She said she gets 5 new clients a day, 7 preferred members, 4 normal members a day.
What does
she talks to 54 people.
Yeah, ask that. How does she get them trained up?
But how does she get them trained up? Obviously with focus groups and also WhatsApp groups. And it's impossible.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But they don't talk small volumes. Okay, so Yeah, so maybe, listen, if we can do 1% of what they do.
One member then, that would be amazing.
Okay, so I think the thing that got me the most is number one, I thought social media, we've got to wait for people to contact us. Hello, they're never going to contact you. You've got to contact them. And who can talk to 10 people a day through social media? Everybody. The part-timer can sit half an hour early in the morning or half an hour tonight. And this was the big thing because people don't have the time to go out physically talking to people. Am I now suddenly going to be the Instagram fundy? No, but I can recruit lots of people that can do it. I have 2 sons that can do it. I have a whole team that can do it. So this is why I'm so super excited. This is something for the next generation. This is the young people. This is the way of talking. Where we used to do flyers and all this stuff to get people to come to us. This is so easy, guys. And they already had the profile and the fitness and the everything. But like Howie is doing the healthy, happy guru, travel guru. You know, so you choose something that fits with your personality. Mas Howie, ja, hy staan so agter die kameras. Maar anyway, so all I'm just saying is it is just so super exciting. But the one thing I understood was number one, they were activated with the promotion. And so what is the promotion? I'm going to hand it out to you guys. That is, you're going to look at it and think I'm completely nuts, but there's maybe 1 or 2 of you that will go for it. And you can, I've made a couple of copies. So this is similar. Nee, ek wil hê julle moet dit sien en dan wil ek vir hulle wys hoe gaan hulle dit doen. Okay, so what the promotion is, this was the promotion that Sean put out to his team. Do 30,000 volume in a
drum roll here.
Yeah, okay, my So you're gonna think it's crazy. 30,000 volume points and 30 members in 90 days. And we will give you 10,000 rands worth. I want to book you into the Michelangelo, 5-star hotel, pay your flights, everything at extra. Okay? Or 20 members and 20 members or 20,000. And you'll get 6,500 rand. The other not so fancy hotel and your flight. And the third one is 10.
What she's actually saying is go for the 50,000.
And 10 is for the new babies. 10 and 10 members over 3 months. And you get 3,000 rand. It should cover your flight and probably your accommodation if you go to a cheapish hotel. I'm going to find the cheap hotel for you. I'll just give you the money there. Okay, so that's a promotion. I'm going to send it out to everybody. So, okay, let me show you how you can do this. So this couple then started deciding they're going to go out and talk to their 10 people, but they challenged each other. They said, okay, if we need to get 30 people, she said, I'm going to get my own 15, you get your own 15. So they're doubling up as a couple. And what I encourage you now all to do is to find somebody that you challenge with. If you don't have a partner, like a couple partner, find somebody that you relate to. And in our MIT groups, maybe, find somebody in your group that you like to challenge with. And so they would go out and still do their talking when they go in the taxi, go to the gym, everywhere they go and they see somebody friendly. And sometimes they would edge each other on. Like, go talk to that person. And then she would go to the person. My husband said, I must go come talk to you. So you could do this with a friend. It's just like getting you over that fear of rejection. Some people are nice, some are maybe going to read. But if you go up and she would go and say, hi, my name is Nasibi. My husband said, I must come talk to you because you look gorgeous. We do this wonderful business and you look like the kind of people that we would like to be business partners with. Can I tell you more about it? So, and when you're so friendly and you come over nice, people mostly will not be rude with you. Maar moet jy alleen uitgaan nie, kry 'n buddy. But as iemand dan vir jou mislike sang sê, bad attitude, I don't want you in my business anyway. Okay, and so besides doing that, they would still go out every night and talk on Instagram. So in month 1, the numbers look like this. This was in March. They did, they recruited 12 people, and I can't remember the amount in the team.
99.
Yeah, but that was April. Okay, a lot of
They
people.
didn't give June's one. It was 99 and 123.
Okay. Okay, so 12 and 99, then 13, and also around more or less that figure. And now in month 3, they did 17 and 123. So this means they got 300, more than 300 new members in their group in 90 days. In month 1, they did 7,500 bonus points. In month 2, they did 11,000. In month 3, they did 12,000. And last month, they did 14,000 personal ones. This is because you've got a whole lot of new babies that's doing 500, that's doing senior consultant. But I'm going to show their plan of once they've got the person, how they actually, how they work with them. They got 16 new supervisors, and the average volume of per supervisor is 2,200, and all of them are ordering. So when they get a person in the business, the first thing is, especially when they are talking to somebody and they are interested, or they come through Instagram, is the way they set it up before the time is the key. So she would say, listen, if you are interested to do the Herbalife business, there's a couple of key things that you need to do. And number 1, the requirements. So it's not like I'm forcing you, but this is how it is. If you want to do this, this is what you need to do. You need to have the registration money of 550 Rand, number 1. If you have to go and beg, borrow, and steal, or sell something to get that 550, you need to come with the 550, okay? Then, immediately, before you come to me, think of 2 people that is like-minded, positive, got energy, that would like to earn an extra income, that would like to get out of this. So you go into your phone, you go into your family, you find 2 people that you would like to be have in your business, that also want. So you go, you talk to this person, you say, right, I need you to go and find those 2 people, but at the same time, you must bring me 3 names, because the 3 trial packs, so they sell only the MAP business pack, the 3 people that's going to take those 3 packs. So you immediately have a member that's got 2 members below them, and that's got 3 potential customers. So, and they sell the trial packs at 200 Rand each. So the shaker plus the pack, 200 Rand each. So now they get 600 Rand back. And that 600 Rand they have to reinvest and add some money to that, because they got it by Shakeality. They've got to be on Shakeality, that's 64 volume points. Now that you help them to pitch these 3 people via WhatsApp, giving them the script, calling the person, or let them bring maybe 1 or 2 of those people with, and immediately also speak to these 2 people. So what you're doing is you're activating your member immediately. And Mark Hughes always used to say 72-hour rule. Get the guy immediately a customer, get him immediately a member. So what do these people need to do? Exactly the same thing. So what you have is this person has their 2 members and their 3 clients. There's 2 members and 3 clients. So what happens is they sit down and actually show the person, or do a Zoom call, or whichever way, but they immediately say, listen, I'm going to help you to get from 25 to 50%. They don't teach senior consultant, and I need you to start focusing, because we want you to do a retail of about 1,000 points. They don't celebrate 500, they celebrate 1,000. They want everybody to be retailing 1,000. So this is one of the other key things. They have a promotion. If you do 1,000 points, you get a bag. Like they throw something on it. You know, there's a specific celebration. Everybody that gets signed up at 25% gets added to a WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group is the 25 to 50% WhatsApp group. But the minute that you get into the group, so we've got to still set this up in our teams, you get celebrated. So you get welcomed, like, woohoo! There's a couple of supervisors also in the group, and they're serious 35%ers. So they all get welcomed. If they have a question on how to mix a shake or whatever, all the other leaders must also get involved with those those follow-up calls. And then they get celebrated when they leave at 35. But what happens to a lot of them is they leave after week 1 because they have 194 points, 194 points by just themselves and the 2 members that's done the Shake LRTs. And then one or two of these customers upgrade. Sometimes somebody will sign up immediately. There's 3 others here. They do 500 points through that cluster, often in week 1 or week 2. So that is what's causing big momentum within their team, because the new member is activated properly from day 1 with doing this activity plan. So at the end of the day, this guy goes supervisor, but he's got a whole cluster of customers and teams and members under them. So by the time they get to supervisor, they are immediately active supervisor because they have their 1,000 points and they have lots of babies here in production to go to their own supervisor level. Does it sound easy to do?
Awesome.
Do you think you can do it, Nyana? You're brand new in the business. Huh? You can do this.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the big thing is, guys, just getting members from retail is a very slow boat to China. We've got to go out and fish for people that are hungry, that want opportunities, that are willing to work, and that we not have to drag everywhere. Yep. But the big thing, and why I also put out this big promotion now, is some of you are going to do it. Maybe, you know, we do all these trainings, maybe 1 or 2% of people will actually go and do it. I spoke to Baya today. She phoned me. She was in honors. She heard about the quad training that you didn't bring in a team. She says to me, you overheard us and you doing it. I was there and I'm not doing it. I'm on the work. So now I've got her going to start the quad trainings with her team. So, you know, one can get all the information, but it's really up to you to make a decision. And why I think it's just so great is that we have this support structure. So my dream is that the leaders are going to become more and more. We're going to have 10, 15 leaders with each with 5 or 6 people, especially with, you know, if everybody goes out and really goes and recruits a big team. But the best thing is they're going to fall into their uplines, 25, 35 supervisor groups in WhatsApp, but they're also going to have this other leader. So what we have been doing is that in month 1, when somebody is new, for the first month, you keep the baby in your own house, in your own focus group, so that they get to know how you work. And the minute they get to month 2, you throw them to somebody else. Because what we really want is eventually that every person goes to different leaders, because we all have a different way of working. We all have a different way of motivating. And so I think if I just hear what a lot of people are saying, it's really working for us. But so what was the question? If you have so many members, how are you going to work with them? We're going to have loads of MIT groups. And remember, you're going to recruit a lot of people, but you will only always have a 3 or 4 that's going to run with it. Because that's the truth. But we're going to have a lot of people eating the product, Shake LRT. And so they don't buy, and they project, they show them that if you really want to build a business, you're not allowed to spend a cent of your money until you're a supervisor. You want to get to supervisor quickly, but you have to reinvest your money, reinvest, so that you can get to supervisor quickly. So they have a culture of their team, you know, buying shampoo, buying other products. The other thing that they post on the group is every time they go to the warehouse, every time they buy stock and they get their bags, big shopping.
So that's why.
Yeah.
I was like, why? I get it.
Okay. So in the teams. No. So are you guys excited?
Yes.
It's starting a little bit sloppy. Okay. So Amarie, what did you get on Saturday?
Sure.
Many notes.
I'm gonna have many notes behind my bank account. Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, I was just blown away. It was a long time that I have. It wasn't in a baie lang tyd that I had taken so many notes at a BBS. She totally blew me away. Just how simple it is, how easy it is to actually do this, and to just show it to everyone. I like the fact that she celebrates thousands, and that's like a problem in my little baby team, that everyone just goes for the 500. Oh, I did my 500. They don't push for something. Boom, yeah. Daar's hulle weg. The zeros on my thing again. So yeah, I really took that, and why did they feel my brain is blown now. This just and the trial packs, just selling the trial packs for the 200s and getting those volume in again. And Yanga also said, Amri, it's possible. I can just go out and do it. And I wish I had that when I started. That it would have been so easy to duplicate and get more members in my team, because it took me a year to sign up one person. So it's so easy now to just go with it and actually implement it. That's my big thing. And the Instagram as well. I already went onto Instagram and I've spoken to quite a few people. No success yet, but I haven't spoken to enough people yet. I think I've posted talked to 5 people on Instagram already, and Facebook as well. This afternoon I went and I spoke to 12 people on Facebook, just sending them business or product info, and I already got 2 numbers to contact tomorrow because there's somebody that they thought that might like the business. So yeah, something is happening. So I'm excited. Yeah, it's just the excitement. It was insane. It was, yeah.
Okay, who else was on Saturday to give us more feedback? Jaco?
Yeah, basically, same as I already said, the feedback is the diary plan. This is blown you away. I see that's another you're looking for that to qualify for this training, because you don't find that you don't qualify for the training. I've already started doing it in my team as well. I started a new group for my members. Signed up a new member the other day and started doing that with the map pack and in that mindset to start getting people. I'm at the moment busy working with another lady that's been to the BBS. She's one of my members' friends that she brought along, or guest that she brought along. And before the time, my member was so excited that this lady already said, I want to join before she even went to the BBS. So now I'm working with her to get her to already get the people.
You don't have to wait for the BBS though. That's the whole
No, that's exactly. But I mean, I'm working with her now to get her people ready, clients ready before she even got the job, the member back. So it's working.
Magda, wil jy gou 'n one-liner gee? And you must celebrate Magda's done, I think, the 4th or 5th month of 5,000. She's qualified. We both qualified for the party. And we are in Max's promotion and also very close to, we both probably already in Paris. Who doesn't name? Oh, that's a done deal. Hello. Okay.
Yo, those parties are awesome. I'm not going to say it, but it's
Come on. Yeah, there's still time. There's still time.
Those parties are insane. Insane. I saw the video, wasn't it? It's insane. Kom, nieuwe plan. We gaan weer. Sy sal jou my kan doen. And that's all I was like. Thank you.
Sometimes you think in everything and just you give it a different angle of everything, and I think we just, I'm speaking for myself, we overcomplicate. And we try to explain the whole thing to people and they just go, use the product, get on this. It's just the simplicity that they do. And they don't pamphlet and then market and barbecue good is you go. I will ask you in the group, and then you don't do everything for them. And the mindset, I think that is the next big mindset. she was doing studies and working, and she just wanted this so much. So I think the hungry stuff came through very much. And then before going to bed, what are you going to do the next day? That's when I get up, what's happening in my diary. And speaking to more people. That's just another thing. But then, like Karen Henry said years ago, she had to have, I think, 5 sales a day or something, and they've got to have to speak to 20 people a day before they do it.
Elsa,
Yeah.
are you still on Zoom?
Yes.
Speak English because India has logged in.
India is logged in. Oh, okay.
Okay, how does India?
Hi, India. Okay, fine. Well, you're going international. Okay, so I think the big thing is, to get all this information, but now, and I would really encourage those of you that's not part of the focus groups, really talk to me. We in week 1, you can easily still join a group. And it's not like we're going to, ons gaan jou nie pak gee as jy nou iets nie gedoen het nie. It's just getting that daily pulse. Go do this. Mostly probably not going to do all those things that we ask you to do. But it just puts you in a focus to do more than what you currently are doing. So I would, those guys that's part of the focus groups, put up your hand. Who's part of the focus groups? Okay. And are you enjoying it? Julle kan sommer saam praat.
Yeah.
No, the energy that we get, and as I say, some people cannot put that much time in because you're part-time, but it just keeps you focused so that okay, today, talk to 5 people, maybe you talk to 2, but you wouldn't have talked to those 2. So I think that is really the key thing. And for me, I really think it's like what she said, it's a mindset thing. And, I like what she said. I know that I'm going to go to the Presence team. I mean, they know where they're going with this business. They know the lifestyle that they're going to get. They're willing to do the work. And it's fine. Not everybody wants that because they're not willing to put it in. But if you are hungry, if you know that you want that lifestyle, maybe just put your blinkers on and make the sacrifice for a time so that you can build momentum and really change your business. They changed it in 90 days. I mean, the income this month will probably be around 60,000.
I want to second that, sorry. I took somebody to an HRM in Bellville or Stellenbosch, and September was the special guest then, and I remember that he was earning about 25,000, and it hasn't been 3 months later, and they are now earning this. So, I was like, oh my word! Because I heard what you said, and I'm hearing what you're saying now. So it's very possible.
Okay, guys. So we don't want to be. We want to socialize and chat with everybody a little bit. They could feel our course and so on. So what I just really want to encourage you: take these promotions and go for something that scares you. Don't go for comfortable. Go for something that scares you, and at the end of the day, if you don't reach it, you will reach the next one. Don't go for the bottom one. 10 is the min. Huh? Okay, so let's go for it. And then the other thing is, we discussed next month to have our team meeting on the 25th, but we have spoken to a couple of the guys. We're going to combine it with the BBS. So we're going to invite all of our team to the BBS, and then post the BBS, we will have a team function, probably in Kirstenbosch, because we're going to be in Rondebosch at that venue on that side. And we'll do a lovely lifestyle thing, maybe an hour or so, just, as a team mixing. But we really want to try and get the whole team to the BBS. On the 18th, Sean and Simon is a special guest. They just came back from the vacation. And, I will be eternally grateful. In the early days, they borrowed one little tea from us because the warehouse was in Johannesburg. And then they would go and sell that tea and then come back and with the tea that they ordered and say, can we order, we're bringing it back, but can we take it immediately again? En dan beteken dit hulle gevra, dan het hulle nou 'n peach geleen, dan bring hulle die peach, maar hulle wil graag nou 'n lemon leen. Dan sit ek die peach terug in die kas en dan leen ek vir 'n lemon en dan 'n week later dan kom hulle weer terug met die lemon. op 'n stadium met Angela my gebel, sy was baie kwaad vir my, omdat ons vir hulle help. Toe sê jy mag hulle nie help nie. En ek was so vies vir haar. Toe sê they will never grow if you continue helping them. And you look at where they are today. Hulle is way past ons. Sit in London, nou was net weer 3 weke in Frankryk en.
Maar ons hulle gaan leen.
Ja, maar ek moet ons baie nie. Ek leen die dies nou hulle. Okay. So so I just want to finish off with, so we can have our team meeting. But I'm super excited, guys. This year is the year. You're all going to change your friends. Those of you that want to work with us, I'm just super, super excited. So, and Herbalife is really, how can I say, a different business. But sometimes you've got to get to a point where you make a decision. We were a year in the business. I said, I don't want to do it anymore. It's taking, my passion was still with hairdressing. And it took one meeting to make us decide that this is the vehicle. And you never know when that is. So at any stage, you can make a decision and say, this is my vehicle. I'm going to make this happen for myself and for my family. And then maybe for a time, you're going to have to make sacrifices to build that momentum. But I promise you it's worth it. It's so worth it. So super excited. I think we're going to say goodbye to the Zoom.